Welcome back to Sun Crypto. It is August 30th, 2019. Current price of BTC on Bybit and Binance, it is roughly 96.27, and then current time it is roughly 10 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna talk about BTC. At the same time, we're gonna talk about Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and then EOS and Ripple, right? So basically, the top 10 to top 15 coins. One of the main topic we're gonna talk about today, it is we're gonna compare this head and shoulder and then the head and shoulder we had like back in like 2018 in this area. I talked about it like last week, but most of you guys probably did not pay enough attention, right? When I said like BTC gonna break the neckline in this area, we said like we're gonna be making this corrective move in this area, and then we're gonna drop to the downside, and then that's what we did exactly in this area. During that time, BTC was roughly in this area. When I was showing you this pattern, BTC was roughly in this area, and I told you BTC gonna make this corrective move, and then it's gonna drop to the downside. So we have completed that move, but how far we're gonna drop to the downside, or are we gonna drop to the downside at all? We're gonna take a look at both sides, and then we're gonna analyze where could we be heading to, at least for the short term, right? So but before we get it started, let's just talk about the lower time frame. I know most of you guys pretty excited. BTC is pumping, so some of you not excited because some of you already in a short. So and then BTC is pumping roughly around like 96. But on our previous private member, we did talk about like BTC pushing up to 96, right? 97 in that range, and then we said like to short up to 96, right? So if it goes higher, you got a possibility of shorting. This today's live stream, it is for both both Telegram group, but not for the public, right? So if you know public Telegram group, you're still gonna enjoy these these targets and stuff like that, right? So keep that in mind. So if you haven't joined the private member, the premium member, make sure to contact me if you want to join, so you know how to join and all of that. So but if you need more information, just let me know. I'm gonna send you all the information you need, and then so you can join the premium member and get the necessary targets, right? So and exit points. So let's talk about the lower time frame first. All right. On the lower time frame, yesterday when we when we were doing the live stream, we said like BTC already got this three-way move to the upside. It's gonna get this another three-way move to the upside, and BTC was roughly in this area, and then we said we're gonna get this impulse wave, get the flat correction, and a drop to the downside. So we have completed this move, but it seems like BTC wants to keep pushing to the upside, but it doesn't have any necessary volume to be doing it, okay, to complete this move. The volume is depleting, right? It's no sort of volume at all, so I'm not worried at all. The highest I can expect BTC to go at this time, it is roughly to retest this area, okay, which is roughly like 98, okay, not quite at 98, but let's say 97 to 98, right? Just to give it like enough room for volatility. That's the most I can expect. And then without even talking about like a pattern, you can take a look at your Fibonacci, right? It is roughly in this area, okay? It is exactly 97, roughly 97, 98. It is roughly around like a 50% pullback. So the highest we can go right now at the moment, before a slight pullback or a strong pullback, it is going to be 97, 98, right? But we're shorting roughly around like a 96 to 97, so we should be okay, because our stop losses are not going to be anywhere in this area, okay? Not going to be anywhere in this area. So you want to put your stop loss roughly around like 10.1, at least above 10k, okay? So because of volatility, you're not going to worry about like getting kicked out, and then BTC going to drop another 1,000 points, okay? So keep that in mind very shortly, so you won't get kicked out at all, right? Even though I'm pretty much very bearish, you just have to be careful and not put your your stop loss in this area. It is not safe at all, okay? It is not safe at all. So that's the lower time frame right now. But I'm gonna give you guys an update. I'm gonna give you guys more details analysis if like BTC decide to you know, make a funny move. All right, if you decide to make a funny move. So let's move on to the head and shoulder right now. This head and shoulder, we predicted it like last week. BTC going to be making this flat correction in this area, right? You know, a sideways correction, a drop to the downside. That's exactly what we got back in 2018. When I said it, somebody was like, oh, it's not the same thing. Okay, it's not the same thing. But you take a look at it. That's November 2018, right? You take a look at it, we got the same exact pattern. It just depends how you want to look at it, right? You got the same exact pattern. Okay, you got this flat correction, a drop to the downside. So when I predicted it, we didn't even get like this impulse wave. Okay, we didn't even get this impulse wave. So that's when I was telling you, that was on Sunday, I think Saturday or Friday, last Friday. So I was telling you, like, so be careful, BTC could be making this impulse wave to the upside. All right, BTC could be making this impulse wave. We got that impulse wave, sideways correction, a dump. Okay, a dump. So even if you take a look at your moving averages, let's see. Let's take a look at the 100. If you take a look at the 100 MA, right? This, let me change the color. Hey, what's up? 55 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the. Let me change the color. All right. If you change the color, right, you can see back then the same moving average was giving us a tough time. Okay, same moving average was giving us a tough time, right? In this area, we got the same exact, you know, head and shoulder right before the drop. You can see how the moving average was following the price. Okay, compressing, you know, pressing the price to the downside in this area. You know, same exact scenario we got, you know, just about like last week, so just about last week, same exact scenario. A flat correction rejected by the 100 MA on a 4-hour and a push to the downside. So that's exactly what we got. But back in 2018, we got a nasty sell-off. We got a nasty sell-off after the drop. So we just have to be very, very careful. This sell-off, after the sell-off, we made a nice bull flag in this area. Most people have been thinking like we're going to be pushing to the upside, and I'm thinking like this bull flag, that's what we're making right now. Okay, that's what we're making right now. So you can take a look at this. Let's take a look at the bull flag. Back in 2018, you can see how BTC made this bull flag. It is not exactly the same, but you can see in this area, BTC is attempting to make this the same exact bull flag in this area. Same exact bull flag, all right? Same exact bull flag. So you just have to be very, very, very careful, like long in BTC right now without no confirmation. Without no confirmation, you cannot long BTC at this time. It is not safe, and I don't recommend to long BTC, okay? So this bull flag could last at least, let's see. If you want to take a look at it, it lasted like November 15 to like roughly November, so 3 days, right? So we only got 2 days right now. Most people are going to be trying to long BTC to like a 12K, stuff like that. So you just have to be careful, because you could get another nice bull flag or a flat correction in this area, a continuation pattern. Okay, a continuation pattern. So breaking 9K is not going to be, it's not going to be easy at all. Okay, it's not going to be easy at all after this impulse wave. It is not impulse, but it is big enough to you know, to be called impulse, right? It isn't big enough to be called an impulse wave. So, and on the lower time frame, you can see what type of correction we're making. If you take a look at your 1 hour, it is nothing but a 3-wave. It's not a 5-wave. It is not a 5-wave correction. It is not a 5-wave correction. So let's take a look at it. It is not back then. That's the same exact move, but back then we just got an impulse wave to the upside, and then we you know, move sideways. Basically that's what we got a nice reversal candle in this area and a sideways correction before it dropped to the downside. But right now BTC is making like a nice three-way move to the upside. That's just corrective, but most people are going to try to count 5. It is very dangerous. You can count your 5 wave, 1, 2, and then you're going to say 3, and then you're going to expect wave number 5 in this area, and then you're going to say we're going to drop back down and then push to the upside. So it is very dangerous right now to count 5 waves when you don't have 5. Okay, you don't have 5 waves. This is a clean three-way move. Okay, it is a cleaner you know, ABC correction. That's the most I can expect in a rejection just about this area, just like the 10-9 area. The 10-9 area, this one we called it on the dot like 10-9-4. That's the same exact move we're getting right now. Okay, but on the lower degree. Okay, on the lower degree. Okay, same exact move. So keep an eye on BTC. You know, making like a further sell-off. Okay, it keep making this flat correction. So another flat correction. It is nothing but, you know, a continuation pattern. So just be careful. Okay. Hey, what's up, John? What's up, Jude? What's up, 55 miles per hour? You're running very fast. Hopefully you're not gonna get wrecked. Right. So let me take a look at the chat room, see if you guys have any questions before I move on to Ethereum or you know, Litecoin, Neo, EOS, and all of them, right? So, but BTC just keep making like a, you know, same exact pattern. You can see it, guys. It is pretty much very clean. Nothing to it. You don't have to do too much work. It is the same exact pattern on the lower degree. It is two exact pattern. ABC correction in this area, another ABC correction. The highest we can retest, it is going to be 97.50 to 98. That's what I'm anticipating. But you know, I'm start shorting at least around like 96 and upward. I mean 96, right? We started shorting in a private group anyway between like 95 to 96, even 94. Okay, because we dropped back down to 94. So, but 96 is good. If you're shorting at 96 and upward, you're gonna be okay. You should be okay, right? And don't put your stop loss right around like a 99 and stuff like that. Put it like way above it in this area, and do it like low leverage. Don't do it like 10x, 20x. Once we break 9K, and then your average is roughly around like, you know, 96, 97. That's gonna be great. You can even short it more. All right, just add to your position. Just add to your position. So, but we've been pretty much very bearish, and then we've been pretty consistent, like calling every single, you know, drop from like a 12K, right, roughly around 10.9 in this area. 12K we call the drop, right, roughly around like a 12, right, we call the drop. 11.6 we call the drop, right. If you're not in the private member, you're not gonna get these calls, right. We call every single drop in this area. At 10.2 we also call it, right. At 10.9 we also called it. So we haven't been like a long in BTC, at least in the last time we long BTC was like, I think roughly like 11.2 to 11.6. That's the last time we long BTC. We long bit from 11.2 to 11.6 exactly. We tapped out at 11.6, right, and then we dropped to the downside. Exactly, guys, exactly. So keep an eye on BTC repeating the same exact move at the 11.6. Okay, same exact move. Same exact move, guys. This is gonna be this one right here. Could be in this range. Okay, could be in this range. So it is nothing bullish about BTC right now. So no need to be like in rush trying to be bullish about BTC. But I don't think anything bullish about BTC until we get like enough volume. Until we get enough volume to push to the upside, we don't need to be long in BTC. Okay, we don't need to be long in BTC. We don't need to be long in BTC. And this big volume we got like recently, it is not like a, it is big, but it is not abnormal. Okay, it is clearly a big sell-off starting to move to a big sell-off and a big start of a downtrend. It is very significant. Okay, it is very, very significant. So you cannot just like ignore it. You cannot ignore that volume. So we're gonna move on to Ethereum. Bitcoin, we basically just summarize it so you guys can get the, you know, necessary targets, not being so you guys, like, when you want to rewatch it, you're not going to watch like a 30 minutes 40 minutes of Bitcoin analysis. Okay, so I'm just trying to keep it short so you guys can remember what we talked about. All right, so let's move on to Ethereum, unless you guys have any question you want to talk about, and then we can go back and take a look at BTC, even like you know, the monthly chart and all of that, you know. But we're going to talk about the monthly and weekly tomorrow, okay, on Sunday. So let's move on to ETH. USDT, no, Binance. ETH. Ethereum is making the same exact move. When you take a look at the same exact move as BTC, but it is only moving faster than BTC. That's why I say, like, that's why I'm trying to tell you, like, Ethereum is you know, it is very juicy to be you know, to be traded, right? So you can short it nicely. So the chart is pretty clean. Okay, it is a very clean chart. But the only thing I'm worried about Ethereum, it is like this move right here we got for Ethereum, right? This move we got for Ethereum in this range, it is the same exact move we got in this range. All right, so same exact move we got in this range. So it is just in a lower degree, but it is the same exact move. So that's my only concern about Ethereum right now. That's my only concern. So but we're gonna keep monitoring Ethereum very carefully and see where we, you know, where could we be heading to, at least for the short term. The current price of Ethereum, it is roughly 169, and then we've been saying like Ethereum gonna drop since like Ethereum was like over, you know, almost like 280, almost 280. So we pretty much hit our target for Ethereum. Nice head and shoulder, just like BTC, right? Just like BTC, you know, a flat correction in this. It is not a flat correction, but it let's see, it is not quite a flat correction. It is not flat enough, right? It just ended up the correction with a flat correction in this area, right? A small one. You just have to see it in this correction before the drop. All right, but it is a nice three-way move up and down, and then a further sell-off. Okay, three-way move, a, you know, impulse wave, just like BTC on Sunday. A, you know, sideways correction, a drop to the downside. All right, so that's about it for Ethereum. Just be careful, like if you're shorting Ethereum, it is pretty juicy, right? I'm looking for further sell-off for Ethereum, and target is nothing but 140, right? Ethereum to 140. So if you take a look at the entire move for Ethereum, 0.786, it is going to be roughly around like let's see, we talked about it yesterday. I deleted everything. Roughly around 140. Okay, so as soon as we finish up this correction, we could be headed back to 140. So it is going to be a nice short for Ethereum if you just, you know, that's a 15% drop, almost 20%, 16% drop, right? So 3x, that's 45% gain, right? You don't even need to do it like 10, 20x, just 3 to 5x max, and then, you know, you're going to get your 60% gain for Ethereum if like we drop to 140. Okay, so 170 was a big number for Ethereum, but we couldn't hold it. I told you that when Ethereum was like 270, I told you got to remember this number for Ethereum, 170, stuff like that, you know, 270. They pretty much like been like a big support since like a 2017. If you back like in fall 2017, you guys gotta remember Ethereum had a big resistance at 140. Okay, 140, you know, 200 in that range. So we break below it. Ethereum broke below it, so you know, you just gotta let it drop. It is nothing you can do. Okay, it is nothing you can do. Don't try to long Ethereum right now. It is not the time. It is not the time. All right, Kelly, that's good. At least, like, I would say like a 60 to 70% chance we're gonna get rejected at a 10, not 10, but 97 to 98. Because 97, you can see. Let's go back to BTC, because you can see like how we got rejected at the 382. Okay, 382 was our target, right? 96 roughly, but it pushed to 97, right? You know, I like to short before, like I like to short early sometimes, just to get to front run the price. So since like we don't short like with our, you know, entire capital, you can front run the price. Okay, if it goes higher, you short it at 97 again, but you don't short like with your entire capital like at your first target. All right, so you can see like we got big rejection at 382. 382 was 97, right? So 97 we got rejected exactly at 382. All right, so this market is not for hodlers, I'm telling you, man. So you can see like how we got rejected at 382. BTC is trying to push to the upside again, right? Most likely if like we retest 98 at the most, we're gonna get another rejection. Okay, we're gonna get another rejection. Okay, this one could be a nice one, day. If you're day trading, you can just get the you know, those 100 points, right? If you're very aggressive, like you know what you're doing, you might be doing it like 10-25x just to get the 100 points, which is going to be 25% gain, right? So but I'm pretty busy right now. I'm not sure if BTC gonna hit like 98 before, you know, or before even 97 before the end of the live stream. So but it is hard to take a position while you're doing a live stream, so it's not easy at all. So but if you're day trading, that's a nice entry. 98, if like we retest it, you know, that's a 100-point drop. A 10 to 15 or even 25% gain is very possible, depending how what type of leverage you're going to be doing, right? What type of leverage you're going to be doing. But you have to do it in and out very quickly, because if you short from like 98 and then you're waiting for BTC to make a nasty sell off to 90, it's not going to be easy. So you just have to short it, right, quickly and get out at 97. And if you want to short it again, you short it at low leverage. You see what I'm saying? So let's say you do 25x or 30x, whatever you do. Okay, I'm not advising you to do so, but let's say you do it. You cannot do it like for a long extended time, right? So you just have to do it for 100 points maximum, 200 points maximum, and then get out. And then you can short again with low leverage with like 3x. You see what I'm saying? You can just take your profit, your 25%, whatever you got, and then short again, right, with a low leverage like a 5x. You see? So you already got your profits taken out. Now you're shorting again, and then you don't have anything to worry. All right, you don't have anything to worry. It doesn't matter, you can long it or short it, either way. Okay, either way, but just be careful. All right, let's be careful. So hopefully it does make sense, you know, about like you know, shorting with high leverage in and out, and then shorting again with a low leverage. So I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, you don't have to short with a high leverage like forever, right? You can just short it for those 100 points, because you got to think about it. If you short BTC with 25x, right, for each 100 points, right, when BTC is 10k, for each 100 points, you know, BTC goes on your way, it is 25% gain, right? So you gotta be like a certain, like, you know, it is gonna go on your way though. You cannot just you know, do it and then go to sleep. Okay, the sell-off. I mean, I don't follow the CME, so I really don't know. So like most people, they like to follow it. It is good, man. It is good to get like other information, but I try to stay like with the same methodology I've been using for the last 8-10 months, right? So otherwise it is just gonna mess up my my analysis, right? I was watching CCU, right, Crypto Crew University, and I was bullish, man. The first 10 minutes I was bullish. So I was like, man, I cannot keep watching this guy, because it's gonna change my mind, you know. But I just have to stick with my analysis, and then until, you know, BTC decides to change a direction, and then we just change our direction. You know, we just change our trend. It is nothing we can do. It is what it is, right? We don't control the market. The only thing we control is our capital. Okay, you press that button. Okay, you're the one who say sell. You're the one who's gonna say buy. You're the one, you know, who, you know, set your targets, right? Entry, exit, stop loss, all of that. Okay, so we control our capitals. Even though, you know, we got plenty of whales over there, out there, you just don't care. Just control your capital. Okay, control your capital until you become a whale. All right. So until you become a whale. All right. So let's move on to Litecoin. Yeah, the noise is bad, man. Like what I'm trying to tell you, like I can dig deep down, I mean deep into the chart, and I can show you a lot of stuff. Okay, those stuff I'm showing you, right, you're gonna be like, man, look at this guy, he's so knowledgeable. But it might be irrelevant. It might be irrelevant because if it doesn't work out, right, they don't come back and tell you like, oh, it didn't work. Okay, they just move on to a newer insight. Okay, how many insight you're gonna get? You gotta think about it, right? How many insight you're gonna get, right? So it's an infinite of insight, right? I can just say, look at this head and shoulder, right? Man, look at this head and shoulder. Look at the top of the head, right? It is the same exact tap in this area, right? It is the same exact tap. So BTC drop to the downside in this area, we're gonna get this push to the upside just like this, and then you're like, whoa. That's true, man. It is the same exact thing. So I try not to watch too many YouTubers, man. They're incredibly good, man. They're very good at what they're doing. They're very good at what they're doing. I watched 45 minutes of his live stream, so it means like it has to be good, right? So 45 minutes, but I was watching it at 2x, so I'm very good at watching like 1.5x at 2x. So let's move on to Litecoin, guys. So you gotta think about it, guys. The most important thing for you, it is not like how good the guy is, okay? They have to be really good, right, to keep you very active and enjoying it. But at the same time, all right, you have to be very careful, okay? They can change your mind very quickly, like they did change my mind for a fraction of seconds last night. Okay, he's very good. He is very good. Very good, guys. So Litecoin, we broke 0.618 in this area, right? We talked about it, like if like we break this area, next target for Litecoin, it is nothing but a roughly like a 46 to 47, right? And I showed you the other day, like you know, how could Litecoin retest that area even without using our using the Fibonacci, right? We're using the Fibonacci. So but Litecoin is looking very juicy, guys. It is looking very juicy. A slight push to the upside, roughly around like a 7-1. You know, a nice fake out could give us a nice short, okay, a nice entry for Litecoin. So let's take a look at the lower time frame. BTC is up 1.25%. Okay, Litecoin, you don't want to short it right now, so just give it a little time. Maybe while BTC is trying to push to the upside, Litecoin gonna retest like this area of 67. I don't think it's gonna push like to 71, but just give it a little time, right? Give it a little time. We got a nice shooting star on the 4 hour. That's pretty bearish, but it is good for BTC, right? Because I told you like how Litecoin could be Litecoin is a leading is a blueprint, right? Is a blueprint for BTC, right? So we could get this move. So the sell-off is not going to be easy, so just have to be patient, right? Just like the sell-off before 10.2, from 10.2 down to like a 93, you know, it took us like 3 days before we break a 10k. Okay, even though we enter like a 10.2, you know, BTC push back up to 10.3, blah blah blah, and then bang, you know, we got the sell-off on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever. So keep an eye on Litecoin. Give it like some time. Don't short it heavily. If you're shorting Litecoin, just short it like slowly, right? And until you get confirmation. If like it retests 67, I'm definitely gonna look into Litecoin. I mean 67 to 66, right? And then put a tight stop loss in case it trying to retest like a 72 SL, right? 72 or you know, 71 in that range. So but Litecoin, you know, the medium term target for Litecoin, it is nothing but mid $40, okay, mid $40, okay, mid $40. But back in I think like back in roughly like April, it wasn't April, I think like was May or something like that, I was saying like Litecoin gonna retest maybe retesting like $50, and I think Spencer was like $50. So but now he's not saying anything, so he's pretty much bearish. He's pretty much bearish. You know, you can see this pattern we talked about. Like we talked about when Litecoin was right around this area, this head and shoulder, right? We said it. We talked about this pattern like since Litecoin was almost like 127. After we started being bearish about Litecoin, we thought Ethereum gonna be making the same pattern, but Ethereum did not. Okay, but Litecoin did make the head and shoulder, but Ethereum did not make it. Okay, it is a nice head and shoulder. All you have to do is just sit on your short. Okay, you don't have to do anything. Right, you don't have to do anything. No in and out. Okay, no in and out. Right, it could take us right around this area of a double bottoming again. Okay, 22 to $25 of Litecoin. So let's move on to Ripple XRP. XRP BTC. We haven't taken a look at XRP BTC for a while right now. Let's just check it out. So when you take a look at Ripple XRP, we haven't talked about it. Like you can see like the trend line we draw, right? We broke below it, right? Now we can even like break it. And I haven't talked about Ripple like since like when out the first week of August, right? Second week of August, right? That's the last time we talked about Ripple like BTC. I can't even remember last time, but we've been talking about Ripple and Ripple USD, right? So we cannot break this area of resistance right now. We you know, keep retesting it, but we just making a bull flag. We just making not a bull flag but a bear flag. Okay, so most likely Ripple gonna break down. Our target, it is nothing but 2200 sats. So it's been our target like since June, so we haven't retested it yet. So but if you're patient enough, we're gonna retest it. Okay, we're gonna retest it if you're patient enough, right? We're gonna retest it, but you gotta be really patient, right? You gotta be really patient. You gotta be really patient. You gotta be really patient. Okay, gotta be really patient. Get your flat correction in this area, sideways correction. We got 3-way move to the upside. We got this 3-way move to the downside. So another flat correction in this area. Nothing else but you know, a sell-off. Okay, nothing else but a sell-off. Nothing else but a sell-off. I love me some Ripple, but I don't see anything bullish about Ripple right now. Okay, anything bullish about Ripple? Anything bullish about Ripple? So that's the same move we got from BTC on Sunday. You know, Sunday morning I told you like BTC got a 3-way move to the upside, another 3-way move to the downside, a very impulse wave to the upside to complete this correction. That's what I was just trying to show you like a couple of seconds ago, right? So we completed this correction, same exact move, right? Same exact move, but we're getting a nice support, you know, at the 100 EMA on the 4 hour. Okay, 100 EMA. It is a nice support. A break below it could, you know, could give us a nice sell-off from Ripple. Okay, a nice sell-off. Nice sell-off. Nice sell-off. Let's move on to EOS, and then we're gonna go back to BTC. If you guys don't have any question, we're just gonna summarize our target. EOS. EOS, same as you know, the rest of the crypto, it is making a you know, a nice bull, nice bear flag. I keep calling it a bull flag, but at the same time, don't be careful with EOS, right? I'm looking for EOS to drop further to the downside, but we could complete a 3-way move to the upside before dropping. Okay, we could complete this ABC correction like this, like roughly around like 350 in that area, right, before continuing this correction, before continuing the correction, right? That's the most I can anticipate from EOS. This sell-off was pretty big, right? It is pretty big, so I'm anticipating like a further correction from EOS. All right, so give it some time, some breathing room to just push to the upside, and then, you know, drag down in this area. Okay, drag down in this area. So once again, you know, you can see like how, you know, these coins be making this you know, correction before they dropping. Okay, correction before they drop it. Even down to the lower time frame, we got another small correction, but you gotta have a high IQ to see it. Okay, I just don't wanna keep showing you this correction and then you know, get you bored, right? But Nothing but a correction. That's what we're making right now before a further sell-off. So let's take a look at NEO. NEO, same as LITECOIN, it is giving us a nice head and shoulder. Nice head and shoulder. It almost broke it, but it is at the neckline right now. Let's see. It is very subjective how you want to look at it, right? But a head and shoulder is a head and shoulder. They both don't have to. The both shoulders don't have to be equal. Okay, they don't have to be equal. You can get one shoulder, you know, bigger than the other one, or you can get, you know, equal length of shoulders. But the concept for me is like, you know, the pattern. You gotta be able to recognize it. You're gonna get something like this, right? Something like this, you know, and then you're gonna get something like this. That's it. They don't have to look like, okay? They don't have to look like. They just have to be like left and right. To me, that's how I like to use it. Okay, that's how I like to use it. But okay, it is a nice drawing. So, but it is a head and shoulder. NEO is pretty bearish, and I said it like NEO is pretty bearish when NEO was like almost $13-12 in this area. I was saying like NEO gonna drop to the downside. Okay, so right now NEO it is roughly below 9K. It is roughly right around like 870. So it is not good at all. It is not good at all for NEO. Okay, let's see if NEO has completed its correction. It seems like NEO has completed its correction, so it could be dropping faster than BTC. Okay, it could be dropping faster than BTC. That's a three-way move to the upside. We could get this one. All right, a possible fake out in this area, a drop to the downside, a get your flat correction, further sell off. All right, so the process could take like another couple of days. So you just gotta be patient. Okay, you gotta be patient. But you can exit your position in this area and see like if NEO wants to push back up, you can long it back to like a 880, right? And then short it again from 880. All right, short it again from 880. So, but it is nothing but a correction, guys. That's what I'm thinking. It is nothing but a correction. So, nothing but a correction. So, same thing we got in this area. Three-way move up, another three-wave, impulse wave, correction, further sell-off. Okay, nothing else. So let's move on to BTC again. Okay, it is still hanging right around 96, right? The R side is pretty pretty aggressive, so I wouldn't be long in BTC. I told you like when BTC was roughly in this area. Okay, be careful, we're gonna get this sell-off. Okay, we got a nice corrective move to the upside, but this one, same thing, be careful, we're gonna get this sell-off. Okay, so you just don't know if BTC gonna give us another one, right, which is gonna be your A, B, C correction before a further sell-off. You just don't know, but you at least know like we're gonna get this sell-off. Okay, we're gonna get this one. Okay, this one could be like the drop down to 91. If you're in a private group, we said like a 91, we expecting like a rebound. Okay, for that rebound, right, the strong rebound, the R side could be very aggressive and give us this ABC correction. All right, so we could be pushing like this, all right, and then dropping down. All right, give it like more time to be in trouble. Just like I told you about Ethereum, when Ethereum was like like 170, something like that, and I said like Ethereum pushing to the upside, it is only going to it is only like going to get in trouble, basically, like, you know, pushing to the upside, you know. So so basically when Ethereum was like 170, Ethereum pushed back up to 196 just to give itself more time to be in trouble. Okay, more time to be in trouble. So that's the same thing BTC is doing, just to give itself more time to be in trouble. All right, so be careful long in BTC and going to sleep. Okay, and going to sleep. So Right, so you guys don't have any question, I guess we just call it a day. Hopefully you guys you know, get all the targets, and then let's take a look at the stock RSI. Let's take a look at the stock RSI. Okay, stock RSI overextended, so you can expect like a roughly like a, you know, some further sell-off. Right, the stock RSI is not going to be in that range forever. Right, you can see the distance traveled by the stock RSI. I told you, like told you a couple days ago, right? If the stock RSI is overextended, right, and price is moving sideways, right, that's pretty bearish. Okay, that's pretty much very bearish. Okay, so you can see, you know, I'm not a big fan of drawing not drawing, but drawing lines, right? But you can see, like, you know, you can get this channel. Okay, you can get this channel if you just want to get your channel, right? You can get this channel, right? But how many channels we got so far, right? When BTC was like giving us tough time in this area, we got this channel, and then I said, like, we're gonna drop. Most people have been pretty much been panicking, like at 10.9, I think, right? 10.9 in that area. We got this channel at 10.4. That was 10.4 when everybody was going long. Okay, we called for a short at 10.4. This one, you guys gotta remember, 10.4. We called for this one. All right. 10.9, right? You guys gotta remember exactly at 10.9 for BTC went up to like a 10.96, right? So in this area we got this channel also. Okay, that was a very scary one. So we're getting another channel. So it is the same thing, guys. It is the same thing. Okay, you got your channel, a sell-off. All right, same exact thing, same exact thing. So you got your channel, a sell-off. You got your channel, a sell-off. You got another channel, a strong sell-off. Now you're getting another channel, but you can expect a further sell-off, guys, a further sell-off. Right, so we got this move. Like, if you're very familiar with BTC, right, I just recognize this pattern, right? It is nothing like all my live stream, I don't even prepare it. So I just take a look at the chart like 30 minutes or so, and I, you know, start the live stream. But this one, I didn't even like recognize it like till now. If you go back like in January, let's see, January, right? We got the same exact move back in January. Okay, same exact move. So in this area we got the same exact move back in, I think it was like December. Yes, December, January. Okay, December, January. Let's move on to the same exact move. That's the move I'm trying to show you in this area. You got this channel, a sell-off. You got another channel, a sell-off. Okay, that's the same exact move. We got this channel, but it was kind of like a fake out. It was, you know, you got this channel in this area. We got the fake out to the upside, fake out to the upside before the sell-off. Okay, we got this move to the push to the upside. Got the fake out just like a 10.9, right? The move at 10.9, 10.94 when we shorted it. We got this dump. All right, we got this dump. All right, so until BTC want us to give a, until BTC give us like a, you know, a flat correction with a three-way move to the upside, another 3 to the downside, we cannot be bullish. All right, we cannot be bullish. Okay, cannot be bullish. All right, we cannot be bullish. The only way I could be bullish right now for BTC to push back up to 10K is like, you know, we got this three-way move. We could get this one, you know, not breaking it, and then we're gonna push, you know, get this expanded move to the upside, right, like this, and then drop. Okay, before further drop, we can make that move. Okay, we can make that move, but we just have to wait till, like, you know, what type of rebound we're gonna get around like 91 to 92. See what type of rebound we got. If we're gonna get a strong rebound or not, we're gonna know. We're gonna know in advance. 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 but this move was predicted like yesterday. So it was if you watch the yesterday live stream, this move was predicted. Okay, this one was predicted. So we got this exact move. So let's see how high we can go. How high we can go. Thanks a lot, Kelly. Thanks a lot, Kelly. So it is a learning process, guys. It is not going to be good. Most of you guys probably don't have a life just like me, right? You're in front of your computer 24 hours, or you're checking your phone 24 hours. You haven't been in the gym like for 2 weeks or so, 3 months. So you haven't been watching TV probably like forever. So we all got the same type of activity. So watching crypto news, watching some crypto TAs all day, 24 hours, just because we want to make a difference. We want to be so profitable. We don't have to work for anybody. We can be our own boss. We can travel whenever we want. It is very possible, guys. It is very possible. I'm telling you, most of you guys don't believe it, but it is not hard at all. It only takes like confidence. Okay, yes, you gotta have capital. Okay, you gotta be very protective to your capital, like you're being very protective to your family. So you gotta protect your capital, and then be confident about what you're doing. Don't cry about like a couple of losses, because you're gonna lose some money. Okay, you're not gonna win every trade. Nobody can guarantee you like you're gonna be winning all your trades. Okay, but over time, within the next 3, 6 to 1 year, you want to be very profitable. You want to look back to your portfolio and say, hey, I 5x my portfolio, I 10x my portfolio, I 100x my portfolio. It is very possible. It is very possible. We can do it together. It's not going to take like 2-3 days, right? But if we stay together, you follow the instructions, you protect your capital. I'm telling you guys, you can be free. Okay, you can free yourself from working for your boss or working for your corporate, whatever. You can free yourself, guys. You can free yourself. All right, hopefully it makes sense. Make sure to join the Telegram group. It will make a big difference. Okay, make sure to join the private group. It will make a big difference. Okay, those $90 you're paying a month. BTC is right now 9K, so it is $90. It is $90. You guys, most of you guys make it like in one trade. Not even one trade, but half a trade, one entry. Some of you guys been tipping like $200, $300, $1,000, whatever. So $100 a month. I don't think it is a big difference for like 90% of the guys in the group. It is not a it is not a big deal. Okay, it is not a big deal. All right. So if I have some time, I'm gonna give like some educational videos, but right now the market is too aggressive. I'm gonna find time, guys. Hopefully we can go through some Elliott wave, some Bybit tutorial, stuff like that. All right, and then we're gonna make it together. Okay, we're gonna make it together. It is not about me, but it is about all of us, and then making money, being profitable, and being safe. All right, so all right, guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys in the Discord, and I'm going to talk to you in the Telegram group. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure to ask me the link. I'm going to send you the link. If you're in a private group, I'm going to send you the link so you can join, because by next month, like in next couple of weeks, we're going to fully make the transition from Telegram to Discord. Okay, Telegram to Discord. All right, guys, thanks a lot.